Welcome. Again, we're here. This is not professional. Again, we're just helping friends, family, and to do different cooking techniques. We're doing biscuits. So this biscuit is going to be different. It's going to be whole grain. It's not going to be white flour. This is so that you can use whatever grains you have stored in your home without having to go to the store. Also, this is not going to be necessarily a flaky biscuit like your southern biscuits. And so, but it is a very delicious. I have yet to have anybody taste my biscuits that didn't like it. Again, if you've watched some of my other videos, we're doing Spelt is in this bowl, whole wheat flour. I grounded both of my own. And so this is the two so that you can see the difference. Spelt is a soft grain, and this is regular white wheat. And so this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, I have 4 cups of Spelt and 4 cups of wheat in both. Now we're going to do 3/4 of a tablespoon of salt. Oops, I got the baking powder. All right, we're gonna do salt and do, again, just like some of my other videos, this is a forgiving recipe. This does not have to be super exact. And now we're gonna do the baking powder. It's 2 tablespoons. Those of you who have your coffee, 2 tablespoons. Measuring cup, it works perfect. As you can see, some is dripping beside it, and that's okay. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Again, if you've watched some of my other videos, I use double active baking powder and aluminum free. This is when water touches it, it'll start activating, and then when heat gets to it, it'll second activate. And so it gives you a lighter biscuit. Okay, we have the dry ingredients. So I'm gonna just give it a slight stir so that the liquid doesn't hit that baking powder right off the top. I want it to go down towards the bottom and evenly mix in. Now we're going to do a 1/2 cup of oil. We do not use shortening or anything, so this is a healthier, it's a whole wheat and a oil-based biscuit, so it's a little healthier for you. Still has good taste. It is different, but it has a really good taste. Now we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of honey. I did the oil. I'm glad I caught that. Okay, we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of honey. We put the honey in the oil. I'm just gonna oil this real quick so that the honey will come out of it. Then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of honey. The honey makes it very flavorful. My family still puts jam or honey on it afterwards with melted butter, but you do not have to. This makes a good breakfast bread if you want to throw it with eggs or some bacon or sausage. Since you're keeping your fat down in your biscuit, you can have that bacon. Now we're gonna add a cup of warm water. And warm water again helps activate. And I'm gonna add just a little to the wheat because the wheat will need more flour.
More water.
Or more water to it. Okay, and now we're gonna knead. If you'll come in and we'll show you how we knead. We just start mixing it in till it comes to a dough. Now you'll see the difference between the Spelt and the wheat. The Spelt has plenty of liquid in it. I'm gonna pull it off, and now we're gonna knead. Again, if you've watched my videos, I treat this like a clock, 12, 6, 3, and 9. So I bring it down and I push down with my thing and turn it 1/4, and then just keep turning it 1/4 and pushing down. Lift up from the back, push down with the palm of your hand. And this is a biscuit, so you don't want to develop any gluten very much. You want it to mix. And then we're gonna set it here, and I'll show you how. I'm gonna do one more knead on that. I'm gonna show you how to roll it out in 1 second, but let's mix this whole wheat here. The whole wheat may need some more water, but we'll just test it out and see. It's looking pretty good so far. Again, you just mix it until it starts coming together. And then now we're gonna knead it. Pull it up from the bottom, push down with the thing. Okay, I can already tell it when I pushed that first time, it didn't like smash like Play-Doh. Kind of squished in under my hand, so I know already I'm gonna need some more liquid. And so now, yes, now it's responding, and when I push, I can feel it all squished together. And so we're gonna do this, and now I'm gonna bring it off and keep incorporating it. Again, this is a biscuit, so we don't want to super develop the gluten like you would in a yeast bread. You just wanna pull it together. Okay, now I want you to see the difference. The Spelt's more together and more smooth, and the whole wheat is a little more cracky. That is okay. That's part of whole wheat. And if you wanted to, you could, I'm gonna put a teeny bit more water because I don't like how it's not pulling together quite as much as it should. There we go. And I only added a tablespoon or so. Can you see the difference? It's more elastic. All right, now we don't want to overdo it. So if you'll hand me the pans, this is how I do biscuits. I don't like to waste time or food. So my kids didn't know for a very long time that most biscuits are round, because ours are squares. So you just oil it with your dirty hand. This is the Spelt. I put it out. I don't even get a rolling pan out. I want to keep it kind of thick, especially while I'm shaping the square. And then once I get it a little shaped, then I'm going to push it out just a little bit. Now, look from the side. Look how thick those are. Those are big, and they'll rise a little more in the oven, but they'll be a nice, thick, soft, sweet biscuit. And then, like I said, we do our biscuits square, and I cut it in thirds and then in fourths. And they're a nice big biscuit. I do a few little ones for the kids and a few big ones for the adult men in my family. And then I pull it out, just bring them apart, and your biscuits are ready to go in the oven for 15 minutes. Let's do it again. That was, let me see, that was the whole wheat. So now we're gonna do the Spelt. And could you see that just by looking at it, I could tell which one was which? The grain does react differently to each. And so here's can you see it's already started raising? So now we're gonna do it again. We're gonna shape it and just roll it. Now I don't have to clean a rolling pan, and a rolling pin, and I don't have to put the extra dough together or knead it any more than we have to, so that it stays fluffier. Again, we're gonna do thirds. And if you're better than I, you'll get the next one more evenly spaced. But like I said, big ones for the big guys, smaller ones for the munchkins. And so we have our biscuits. We have a family of 7, and they like me to do 2 batches so they have enough. Can you see the difference between the Spelt and the wheat? Okay, we're gonna put it in an oven of 350 for 15 minutes, and then we'll show you the results. Biscuits have ring, and we're gonna check them, and it's really hot, so let the hot air out. These are the Spelt, so I'm gonna test them, and they look perfectly done. So the Spelt, I'm gonna hold it up. Looks perfectly brown. They will continue to cook on the pan for about 3 minutes. These, just at first glance, I'm a little concerned that they might be a little overcooked, which would make them a little more crumbly, but they'll still be good. They're done. And look, it's not burnt, so it's perfect. This is 15 minutes on 350. We'll give them a few minutes to sit, and then we'll open one up and butter it and show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, the biscuits have set for 3. It is not your white flour biscuit that's gonna be flaky, but it is a biscuit. I just break it with the fork, and it's soft on the outside, little crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. I keep talking wrong. Put a little bit of butter and melt it up, and there won't be any left for dinner. Hope it helps. They're all fighting. You didn't get butter on yours.
Okay.
Bring it back.
I want jam on mine.
Okay, let's get some jam. Some delicious butter. Some yummy jam. Here you go.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it as good as always? You want jam? Here,
I want jam.
here, get some jam.